And we're live. No, we're not. Welcome, folks, to the very first video of our future home. Shitty intro, guys, I know. But it is the very first video that I am bringing you aboard to where I will be and possibly will be located in the next upcoming months. I start you off here because this guy right there is my lookout tower. That's right, that's my room. That's a doorway to the basement, I believe. Gotta store stuff in here later, so might as well give you a nice little peek. Not that I know. Not much. But very, very spacious. Everything's open. Space in the basement for me to start storing stuff, which will be a necessity. We need a roof. We need a roof, not just for me, but my. It actually didn't even lock. For the rest of my stuff, and it's I certainly can't build my own house yet, so we're gonna be right in here. This little storage space. This is where I'll be resting my head, doing my thing, plotting, planning. A little bit of yard work right below has begun just earlier today. I just got here, so I will be cleaning up a little bit. However, future garden, absolutely. We have a nice hill here. And this leads up to the front yard, as you can see. This is I think like a duplex sort of deal. It's one house, but it's separated by, the house is kind of divided in two. There's about 3 individuals who will be living here, 4, including myself. Let's go this way. I think I'm going to turn around and go the other way. As you see, the sun's going to be setting over my shoulder. However, this is turned around on the video. Setting, which is setting in the west. However, it's October. So I'm sorry, I still have to think about this too. I have not been here enough to recall exactly right. So it's going to be moving in that direction just slightly as winter comes. But its primary direction will be this way. I think that actually was pretty good. It's just how much it's going to be varied in the sky, right? Just by a little bit. So the backyard, or at least the side yard, because I'm sorry, I'm spinning you around. Front yard and the road. That's a road right there. Beyond the road, guess what? Cuyahoga River. That's right, folks. Camp High is a nice little canoe and kayak resort right off the Cuyahoga River, directly across from this house. And I do plan on doing a little bit of work with the business. Not to say that too early. However, that's the idea that I've been working towards. I've gotten to know the owner a little bit. She owns this house and obviously rents it out to individuals. One of them being some coworkers I work with. So word of mouth travels easily. So front yard, road, river, west. Side yard, actually, yes, side yard technically, which has been starting to get cleared out, as you can see along this back area. Which I'll be raking out later, making it flat. We've got a lot of tilling to do. If you know what I'm looking to do, we're going full garden. I mean, as we walk around, you'll begin to understand where we're going. Nice little chicken coop that one of the roomies made. Probably going to be used next year. But this space here is technically it's not even going to be mine. A lot of work to do, however, not where I'm looking to. I mean, I may have some sporadic plants. I might build a small outdoor shack perhaps in this area, but this isn't necessarily even the area. I'm kind of just walking around the yard, walking north. And as you can see over my shoulder, there's just a path that leads from the chicken coop. Tilt it to the side. We're going to come down here. Like I want to show you guys everything, but it's got to be dramatic. But yeah, coming down the little hill, house is behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these, and well, another interesting point is, gotta love that morning manure smell, is that yes, the owner has some horses on the property. It's obviously the start of a farm. I just don't want to show you the epicness of this place yet. Walking kind of between both her barns now, going to the south side of a yard. So we were just beyond, can't even see it. We were just beyond these bushes right here that stack up. Sorry, I can't even see it. But just beyond that was the open space that we started in. And this is directly behind it. This is where the horses go and do their thing. I honestly have no clue. But as you can see, plenty of space in this section here. Let's move right along, because I'm going to bring this to the section that I will be hopefully working at, and at least starting the proper term is not a franchise, commercial. So I'm going to start my commercial garden, right? The word doesn't recollect because it's not what I think of as a commercial. But essentially, once we go local, once we start selling vegetables and herbs and whatever the heck I'm going to create in my spare time, is probably going to go in this section here where this trailer is. Just to give you one more look, because I know it's kind of sizable. 2 barns that we just walked next to, and then the house, right? So we're coming down a little ways here, and it opens up, if you see right there where the fences are, it opens up into some space. Back by the trees is all hers. It's all one property. The fence is here because it's separated through, a good road-sized, we'll walk down that in a minute. But there's a road that directly leads right there. So we're going to go down that in a bit. However, this section here, this open area that you see from that little thing there, all encompassed into these trees right over there. You're looking at a 1/4 acre, essentially, guys. So, one more time. Barns, space. Right, so you have a break right here, but it's not hard to imagine 3 rows, 3 greenhouses, 25 feet in length, running this way. 1, 2, 3, and probably 4 in time. So you start with 1, right back behind the trailer, closer to the trees, and then you build on every year, twice a year, whatever suits my pleasure. Another road that kind of goes in and leads to behind these trees, which is just another heap and pile of space. But as you can see, there's kind of dips and doodads. The point is to get this all tilled ASAP, or at least that's my current goal. Plotting out the size and space. We're going to do 30-inch rows, maybe 10-inch spaces separating. We want to make sure that we are incorporating no-till methods. We have to constantly recharge and refurbish. Don't get me wrong, folks. I am not experienced in this quite yet. The actual aspect of botany or gardening, I haven't learned everything. But however, shouldn't be difficult to get on the sustainability train, right? Ultra sustainability, no-till, practicing, rainwater collecting, refueling. I mean, there's a lot that can be preserved and reused if we choose to look at it that way. Whatever we till, the one time we till it to clear out the space, starts the compost, right? So you can take what you till, set it aside, right? Don't burn it, just set it aside and let it do its thing. Let it break down and become your next year's compost, your next year's feeding material, your next year's food for your food, right? It's a part of the cycle. I mean, that's an easy one, right? Compost shouldn't even be a question. But if you till a plot of land the one time, you start it with start it off, and then move into just preserving. So, house space. I'm so sorry. It's sunny. Am I looking directly in the sun? I guess I am. So. I am so sorry, folks. I cannot do this. This is how hard it is. Yep, there you are. That's not even the right house. Yeah, it is. Yep, that's all our house, way back there. That's our house. And then, so we're not pointing at the sun anymore. This is the backyard. There you go. So that's your backyard. That's actually backyard one. Let me go ahead and just walk a little over yonder. We'll just switch. Road leads right up to the house. Doink. Yep, road leads right up to the house. Beginnings of front yard. Sorry. Beginnings of the front yard with my arm in the way. In the sun. Oh, we can't go that way. Give me a long go. I'm sorry, I said I'd get you out of the sun, but here you go. So we're walking behind these trees here. Still looking at the house. The path that we were just on is right behind these this row of trees. If you can see, there's a pole maybe. It's a fence. It's got about a space. We're about to go down there, so just wait. But here's your backyard. I don't know what to do, folks. What are we supposed to do? Am I supposed to feed the whole world? I mean, I know that's what happens with the single plot of land that the one person owns. They end up feeding the whole state. But it looks great. Plenty of space for the whiz to run. However, that's not where we're going to run. I prefer to run this way. I don't even know how to turn this around. I already have a stick stuck in my shoe. I'm not sure how to turn it around, and I don't think I can. That's my direction. I'm just gonna keep you showing. I'm gonna let you guys watch the entrance as I keep running in my backyard. Sorry if it gets bumpy, considering I'm running, but I have to run because then it might get boring. But there is a spot that I do want to show you guys. No, I'm actually not breathing hard. Are you kidding me? I'm going up a hill. So as you can see, actually, I'll stop right now. Right to my right, which is the last yard I was just in. This is where it's at. This is the ending of it. I see a tree right here. It's further back, but a tree right here. I think we just ran to the end of that. Actually, we need a trail that I don't know where it goes. But hey, we already got one, so let's stick with it. Oh yeah, plus it's a hill. I'm glad this is already this long. So, house. I can't do it without this light. It's so hard. Let's give you some shade. The house is way. Can't zoom in or out in this mode. Okay. Well, the house is like right there. I think. It's right in between all these trees and such. Right about there. And this is all the way behind. This is as far back as the clearness goes in the backyard on the left side. On the south side of the backyard. It's so big. This is just a shack here, trailer, just chilling out. I'm not sure what the use is, but I'll be darned if I love random shacks, especially ones with aluminum roofing. We're gonna go ahead and continue up the second path, or the main path that I was on. Keep on running just so we can get our movement on. Here we are. I can't even move that fast. So, if you heard me mention before, this was the business across the lake, also known as Camp High, is a business that does canoe and kayaking on the Cuyahoga River, which is literally right across the street. So Camp High Canoe and Kayak, phenomenal resort. Do your daily exercise or just chill and go fishing. But the yard she owns, this yard, was originally a camp in and of itself. So in the backyard, in the woods that you obviously see me running in, there are half a dozen so cabins that were used at one point for a camp. I'm not exactly sure all of the intentions. I've heard rumors, and I don't know how far I want to go with that on here. But I also know what I am interested in. Gosh, I love how there's like so if y'all know me at all, some thoughts have, I mean, I knew about this place before I don't want to say decided to move, yeah, but I did. I mean, the idea, thoughts started running through the head well before I'd made the move, commitment to come here. And now that I'm actually almost here, it's interesting. I've actually never opened this door. I did on one of the other buildings, which we're about to go to. However, I just figured, we're showing. So the structures I know are, I mean, dudes, we're talking cabins in the woods. So, but there are many alternatives that we can do with these. I mean, it's the idea that I mean, I just don't know where to start when I think of this stuff. There really is so many possibilities. You can just rebuild the camp. You can just redo it and get it up to specs and regulation, and have a camp again, right? Just get this whole thing up and running, fix the buildings, have a few solid individuals to get this thing going for the next 5 years, build things up, get things properly established. I should go that way because there's kayaks over there. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to leave you with a subliminal message. It's hopes that you stick around. It's so awesome. I just went down another path. This is kind of going towards, I'm actually looking in the sun. So going towards the house again, but just off of the main path that I started coming up. Obviously more paths, and then so obviously they mowed. No, I knew they mowed this already, right? No, they've been cleaning up. So another area that comes that way is towards the house. And there's a little path right down here that scoots right on through. But as you can see, one cabin and two cabins. And just to be more specific, concrete bags, and this is only because I don't know exactly what their plans are. Concrete bags, cinder blocks, and obviously brand new equipment, whatever that is, probably just wood and lumber. But obviously, they're doing work on these places, and